Awesome. So if you've been following my channel, you know I've been talking about Amazon FBA Australia for a long time. Amazon Australia has just arrived. Of course, I'm Australian and I know all the inside information here, and it's about to take over. It's growing really, really fast, and it's a massive opportunity. If you wanted to sell on Amazon in the US, but you're scared of competition, sell on Amazon Australia, because in this video, I purchased the 3 most bought Amazon FBA Australia items and found some incredible stuff that really just points to how big of an opportunity this is for you to start selling on Amazon Australia. So what I did is I came to the best sellers, the top sellers on Amazon Australia by Googling Amazon Australia best sellers. Click on this big link down here. Now you can see over here on the left are all the categories in Australia. Australia's been slowly expanding their categories as the company grows, and the company is growing really fast. They actually times their first year of sales by 1,500% in their second year. A 15 times increase in the amount of items sold in just 1 year. And we're about to enter the 3rd year, and it's going to be probably similar to that again. It's an exponential growth, and now is the time you want to start selling on Amazon Australia if you haven't started already. So you can see these on the left are their current departments or categories. Now I bought 3 items, and I bought 3 items in 3 different categories to show you how wide open this market is. I did 1 in sports and fitness, 1 in kitchen and dining, and 1 in toys and games. So if I come into sports and fitness, you can see they're ranking every product on Amazon Australia, so hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of products on Amazon Australia that's in the sports, fitness, and outdoors category. They rank them from 1, the best-selling one, all the way down to 100,000 or however many items there are. Now, this one here is the resistance loop bands. These are massive in the USA. In the US, these things are doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, where here in Australia, they're doing tens of thousands of dollars a month because it is a smaller market. But the crazy thing is that they're the 2nd most bought thing in the entire category with 21 reviews. You know, there's nothing really separating these people from you getting in the market and stealing their sales and being there from day 1 or from year 2 all the way on to year 15 as this market grows and rapidly expands in Australia. So the 3 items I bought this one here, the resistance loop bands. I didn't buy the top 3 most purchased ones, but I went for the ones that I think would be most interesting for us to go through. I went through toys and games, and I actually came down here to these Koenig Kids textured multi-sensory ball set because they only have 3 reviews. And they're averaging a 4-star, but they're number 10 in toys and games. So they were also doing tens of thousands of dollars a month. And then I came over to kitchen and dining, and we bought this stainless steel drinking straws right here. So they arrived. Here they are. And they're all packaged together because we have Amazon Prime, and they were shipped in 2 days. They arrived at my door, which may sound normal to anyone not in Australia, but if you're buying in Australia and you do e-commerce in Australia, you know the standard shipping in Australia is about a week, 5 days. You'd probably expect if you buy something. So really incredible that these get here in 2 days in Australia, and it's really showing them, like how inviting Amazon is as a customer, because we don't have that sort of service. Now I want to start with a simple one. I want to end on one that's really fascinating and really illuminates a lot about this market, but this is the baby toy. So we can come back over here. It's in toys and games. It is number 10 in toys and games, and it's Koenig Kids. You can see their packaging is very, very simple. It's just a little tag with a baby on it that says Koenig Kids. You can see there's their private label barcode, which we go through all that in the course of exactly how you need to get your barcodes, how you need to package your stuff, all the warnings you need to put on it, all in the course. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like just in the photo here on your screen, balls. And you can see pretty standard looking photos, nothing special. They squeak at an annoying sound. I don't know why you'd want your baby to have this, but of course a lot of people do. The number 1 best-selling in baby toys. The number 1 best-selling in baby toys is this really simple product with really standard marketing, standard photos, basically no description at all. It's unreal how easy it would be to sell this and become the number 1 best-selling baby toy. And it's not just all talk. We are selling, this is not our product, we wouldn't put it on here. We are selling things in the Amazon Australian market right now and doing 5-figure months. In quarter 4 last year, we had a lot of money come through here. We're also cross-selling these on, not these, once again, these are not our toys. We're cross-selling on eBay at the moment because eBay is the #1 e-commerce store in Australia at the moment until Amazon take over. So we're actually diversified and we're doing eBay fulfilled through Amazon, and we're doing Amazon as well. And as all the sales start to leak all through Amazon, we're going to stop doing eBay and just focus on Amazon as that grows. So that's this, really easy to come and beat. There's nothing special about this product. They're not good at marketing. They're not good at anything, but they're the #1 baby toy in the store. Number 2, metal straws. These things in the US are doing hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. In Australia, once again, it is a smaller market, but it's good because there is a lot less competition. You can see that there is 21 reviews, and they're the #1 bestseller in straws. We got the multicolored pack. We got the straight ones and the ones with the bend on the side, and there's cleaners in there. These are actually pretty well done. It's a pretty simple packaging. You can just say it says straws. They're not trying to build a brand here, which is what I advise people to do. There's their barcode down there. Where I advise people to build a nice brand, a nice packaging, separate yourself from the standard straws. But at the moment, the Australian market's so open, you don't need to do this to get ahead. You could sell something very standard straight off the supplier's supply line like this and be doing really well. Once again, these are $10.90, and you can get these delivered for about $2.50 as well. They're a little bit heavier, so they're going to cost a little bit more in shipping. But once again, very standard. Their description, if we scroll down, once again, very standard. No brand registry, no anything. These are a little more SEO optimized, but you can see these dot points. Photos are good. But, the listing overall could be very easily beaten, and there's a lot of profit to be had here. And these are #1 in straws and #10 in kitchen and dining. So they're also doing about 5 figures a month just from getting these from China, shipped to the Amazon warehouse in Australia. Nothing special, no branding, no clever marketing, no SEO tactics, no anything. With 21 reviews, they're owning the straw market. Very easy to move into this one, but this is the one I'm excited for. This is the one I'm very excited to show you. And actually, before I do show you why I'm excited, let's go over to Amazon together. So Amazon in the US. Now, I'm actually going to do this by Amazon best sellers instead of doing the SEO way. So this is the best sellers on the Amazon US store. Now, I'm going to come down to sports outdoors here. We're going to see how well do they rank over here. So you can see there's the Fitbit stuff, the bottle stuff. And once again, if you're thinking of selling on the Australian market, this is a great place to come and get ideas. Because in Australia, you don't have to worry about demand. Sorry, you only have to worry about demand. You don't have to worry about competition. There's no competition. No one good is doing this. And if you have the course, link in the description below, I'll show you how to market your products in Australia better than anybody else is marketing them. And therefore, you don't have to worry about this competition. So you can see here are the resistance bands in the US store. Now I'm just going to use Jungle Scout just to see how much money they're actually making. You can see there's 2 listings here. We've got Let's Fit and we've got Fit Simplify. So if we come down and we can see Let's Fit here, $8.90. They're doing $74,000 a month, and the month right now is September, so we're not even in the peak months. And they're doing $74,000 of revenue a month. Fit Simply is also doing $72,000 a month. So of course, this demand is not going to translate to Australia because there's about 10% of the population in Australia compared to the US. But there's no other e-commerce options here. We have eBay is the biggest e-commerce option. We don't have anywhere to go to. So more percentage of the population is going to start shopping on here than ever before because of that 2-day delivery. And this is the #2 bestseller in sports and outdoors, the resistance band loop. They got 21 reviews, very cheap price. I would almost recommend that they up that price a little bit. And description, very simple. They're not doing anything fancy. This is probably the best, the most optimized listing out of all of them, but it has to be because this is the more in demand category. But have a look at this. This is what arrived, and I hope you can see that properly. It comes in a computer cable packet. It says deluxe computer cable. This is how much effort is being put into the Australian market right now. There's hundreds of millions of dollars being spent this year on products here. And it's going to be over $1 billion they're projecting next year on customers buying products off this. And the best seller in exercise bands and the second best seller in the whole sports and outdoors ship in a computer cable bag. That'd be outrageous to do in the US though. You'd get eaten alive and your listing would crash and burn. But, I mean, I haven't even undone this. I'm not sure that these are not computer cables in here. You can see they've got a simple black pouch. It's going to cost them about 10 cents from a supplier. And these are bands. These are going to cost them about 30 cents each from a supplier on Alibaba. Let me just see if they have any other packaging inserts. Not just a standard about 10-cent bag you can buy. Oh, here's a packaging insert. I like investigating this stuff. So Ghana is the brand. So this is the people who are actually doing what I recommend is starting a brand. Get a 3-year warranty for free. Register on this link right here, which is a Shopify link. And we might actually, if you want, dive into this. Just log in, I'll scan the QR code. What they're trying to do, and we can actually do this together, is they're trying to get my data and then sell me other products and build a list around it. So very clever. So you want to go, it's a terrible link to have linked up. Ghana-link. Surely they could have a better link. This is the quality. Like you could easily come in here and have a much better link than this. myshopify.com/pages/warranty. This is what people have to type in to get here. Like, not many people are doing this. You see name, email, order number, and message. So you can see how simple this Shopify site is too. Like this is e-commerce. This is the situation. It's the Wild West. It's such a wide open market that this is working. This is the second best seller. What they're going to actually do here, and this is probably why this has so many reviews in Australia, was it 21 reviews, which is mind-blowing in Australia at the moment. They can actually email you and ask for a review directly, but we can actually have a look at their normal website, and you can see they sell, looks like, what is that, AV to HDMI converters catalog. Very interesting. You know, it's not a brand that specializes in these things. It's a brand that's jumped on e-commerce or Amazon FBA in Australia because it's so new and it's so wide open. They're like, cool, we don't have to sell these converters anymore. Let's just jump on the hot products. You can see they got a very simple instructions book, which is good. This is probably the most put together brand, but once again, it's so easy to come through and beat. Just a simple instructions you can put together. Get your supplier to put that in for an extra 10 cents into your packaging. And there is the bands. Nicely packaged, nice thick poly bag, which I recommend getting. Let me get that away from the microphone for you. And you can see they're also individually wrapped. So nice packaging actually, which is probably why they're getting such high reviews. You got 5 different bands in there, but this was sent in a computer cable bag. This thing is so wide open. And I want to show you how you can take advantage of this opportunity and how we're taking advantage of this opportunity, especially if you're scared of competition in the USA, because the US is in very much high demand. You know, a lot of people shop on Amazon, but Australia, it's just emerging as a market. It's the Wild West. And I want you to be able to go out there and claim the land, claim a SEO, go and claim, like when you type in, I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying here. If I'm going to Amazon Australia homepage and I type in resistance band, this is all real estate. So these people are claiming this real estate by getting in early, sitting at the top and making sure, oh, there's $39 bands here with 8 reviews. These things are selling really well. They're claiming this real estate. And of course, when you search this, you're going to buy the top listing items. And if you get in early, you can be, and right now it's early, a top listing for any keyword, a really high demand keyword, and demand is going to grow 1,500% year over year for a while now in Australia. And I want you to be able to take advantage of that without having to worry about being the best marketer in the world or a heavy competition from the 2 million sellers that are getting into Amazon.com this year. And I have a complete training to put you ahead of anybody selling in Australia. It shows you how to market your product in Australia. It shows you how to import it into Australia. It shows you every single step you need to know to actually sell in Australia, even if you're not Australian, because this market is so wide open. It's not even funny. I can't even communicate how open this market is and how you can move in before Q4. Q4 is massive in Australia, like it is anywhere else, but there's no competition. So we're stocking up for Q4. I have boxes. I have a shipment coming to my apartment tomorrow, actually, of 2,000 units of one product, 800 units of another product. We're getting in here and we're moving into these markets, and I want you to be able to do it with me. So make sure you sign up to the course below if you want to do it together and you want to see exactly what I am selling. The link is in the course below. If that's not for you, subscribe, hit the like button, and we've got a lot of free content coming out for you as well that you can use to launch your product in any market that you want.